Welcome to all of you, and I hope you are as interested as Christine is to hear more about digitalization of low voltage motors. And it's never been easier before. All that you need in order to digitalize your motors is this little box here. This is it. And I will pass it to you so you can just grab it and feel it and have a closer look at it. Just pass it around, please. And in the meanwhile, I will explain how it actually works and what it brings you. So when you think about your motor in the field, no matter if it's been there for a couple of years and operating or if it's brand new, if you want to digitalize, all that you need is this little box to monitor your motor. You put it on the outside of the motor and it collects data on the field level of your motors. And then it's sent to MindSphere, to our cloud, where we do have SIDRIVE IQ Fleet as our cloud-based analytic tool that takes this level from a field level from the motors and calculates KPIs. So what you get is the energy consumption, the temperature, the vibration, the speed, the torque, and so on. So all parameters that you need in order to know the condition of your motor. And that is very important. And all of that is cloud-based IoT. So you might wonder, if you just have one motor, what do you need IoT for and a cloud for? Well, you will directly have benefits because you now have all of the information available. You already have a transparency. You get all of the data from the history. This has never been there before. And if you think about 60 to 70% of our motors are running direct online. You don't have any sensors inside. You don't have any information. Now you do. And imagine if you not just had one motor, but maybe 100. Now what you need is automated data transfer. Because I don't think that you want to go from motor to motor to motor in order to collect the data and push it into the cloud. What you want is automated data transfer. And we do that via Wi-Fi. Because it's a secure way to push the data directly to MindSphere. And Wi-Fi is getting an industry standard more and more. So we just use what's there. You want it easy, we want to make it easy for you. So we use Wi-Fi because it's already available. But taking back one step. If you now have the motor in the field and want to digitalize, why not use the information that we already have on our Siemens motors? We know how it's been built. We know how it's been produced. We know how it's been developed. Why not use this information in order to digitalize the motor? And that's what we do. We have all of the information on the electronic side, as well as on the electrical side, as well as on the mechanical side, put into a digital twin that we use during the digitalization phase of our motors. What's the reason behind? Well, you have increased quality and increased preciseness of the analytics. Because if we know our Siemens motors best, we want to share this know-how with you, and therefore you can automatically have higher data quality. You get better notifications, you get better error warnings, and so on. So you will improve automatically. So use what's there, as I said, and easy. Now I'm going to show you how easy it actually is to digitalize the motor. And if you have the motor now in the field, you can just glue this little box on. You saw it, SIMOTICS CONNECT 400. It has this metal plate on the back side of it. You just put a 2-component adhesive at the back of the box and just glue it onto the motor. No wiring, no any tools needed. That's it. And then you can do a fast commissioning. And here also, we want to use what is there. Everybody has a mobile phone. So for the onboarding process, and onboarding means the connection between the box and our MindSphere cloud. The onboarding process is done via your mobile phone. That's a couple of questions that you are asked within the onboarding process, and afterwards the data is captured and sent automatically. Quick and easy. And then you have a break for around about 2 years. That's the battery lifetime of the box. And after these 2 years, you do not need to re-onboard, to recommission, to reinstall anything. You just exchange the battery pack, and then it goes directly back into operation. That is easy, and that makes it easy for you. And this is what you are looking for. But now you might wonder how to actually onboard. And this I will be showing in my next slide. So as I said, you use the mobile phone. And then when you start actually the onboarding process, it will ask you 4 things. Number 1, the serial number. Why does it need the serial number? Well, I said we use the digital twin for our calculations. This is where the digital twin in the cloud is matched to the physical motor in the field. So we take the serial number of the motor, type it in. For Siemens motors that are new, it's even easier. You just scan the data matrix code that's actually on the motor. You scan it, and you have the serial number right away. And then you have to define your asset. That's the asset name, that's a short description of the asset, and the asset location. You type that in. This is also what you are going to see in the SIDRIVE IQ Mind app. And then you start onboarding, and it automatically builds the connection. It will ask you 3 small things. That's the operation mode, direct online. It's the operating point, which it pulls down from the digital twin. And last but not least, that's the application that it's running. It takes maybe 2 or 3 minutes to do so. Also here, quick and easy. Because what you want is plug and play. So what we are doing is having a plug and play hardware in the field. You just had it in hand. It's robust, it's easy to use. And on the software side, we also want to provide you a service package that's all-inclusive. All-inclusive means the MindSphere access is included, the data transfer is included, the data storage is included, so all of the cloud infrastructure. Of course, our Siemens domain know-how on motors is included, so the calculation, the analytics. But also the visualization, so you are able to access the data via a dashboard, browser-based. So also here we use what is there. You can use a mobile phone, your PC, a smartphone, whatever. And the last point is data security. Data security is getting more and more important. And here you can rely on Siemens. The MindSphere has security measures in place that secures your data. And Siemens is a trusted partner on the security side, on the software side, is an industry-proof solution that we offer here, as well as on the hardware side. The box you had in hand, this is not what you get from a standard startup. This was made to monitor motors. It was built to monitor motors and to analyze them. And what are the benefits that you get out of it? Well, it increases your availability, because if you know when to exchange a bearing, for example, you can schedule that into a planned downtime and automatically avoid unplanned downtimes. That will increase your availability right away. Improve productivity, optimize serviceability. Because if you now know the condition of the motor, you can schedule your maintenance activities based on the condition. And you do not need to do that periodically anymore. This saves time, this saves effort, and this also saves cost. And this is what we all want. And one also very important, in my opinion, key success factor in digitalization is partnerships. Only who cooperates in the market will be successful. And this is what we do. And one of our partners in this case is Grundfos. Grundfos is a Danish pump manufacturer, and we are building together a condition monitoring system for pump systems. So they are providing their domain know-how on pumps. We are providing our domain know-how on motors. And jointly we will have an offering that, can analyze the application. And this is what the customer, what you want. An application-based algorithm. So now, if you also want to use Siemens as a strong partner for your digitalization story. If you want to find out how to partner, how we can support you with your challenges, come to our booth. We are the ones with the tattoos. We are the one with passion for motors. So come to us, talk us, challenge us, and we can talk. See you there. Thank you very much.
Siemens, ingenuity for life.